Hey, listen up. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can exactly make $8,400 yearly from one single customer. That's right, just one customer. Imagine how much you'll make with 10 of those customers just like that. Hey guys, Satish here. Now, I don't have any 2-hour webinar for this. I don't have any animation. I'm just going to get to the point and show you how you can actually make this money probably this week, okay? Let's go and talk about something very important. Fax. Now, we all know about fax machine. These are basically bulky machines where you can, basically put in a piece of paper with information, type in a fax number, and it will magically go to another bulky machine just like that with a copy of that, information that you put in. Now, you're thinking, who exactly uses fax these days? Now, here's the thing, guys. High income businesses like, for example, real estate agents and their brokers, title companies, law firms, government, schools, contractors, they still use fax as their prime communication method. So that means they're using this pretty much every single day. And you're thinking, isn't fax gonna die in next year? Probably not, because here's the thing. Number one, old people, they're still using fax, right? So if customers have to use fax, businesses have no other choice to actually have fax machine in their business, right? Number two, government actually encourages people to use fax machine over email, saying, hey, it's more secure than email. And people actually believe that. They think, hey, email can get hacked. Fax, I haven't heard of fax getting hacked, so it cannot get hacked, right? So people actually have that, tendency to believe that, hey, fax is more secure. And on top of that, companies do not like change. So if they're using a fax, they'll continue using fax pretty much for years and years to come. So fax is not going to die anytime soon. And I want you to make money from this, okay? So now let's go and talk about how much does it typically cost to set up a fax machine. So I looked this up on Walmart.com. Pretty, Walmart, cheap products. I got this for $279.99. This is a basic fax machine, okay? And I got the monthly prices from AT&T and Time Warner, and they were charging $40 on AT&T. I think it was for 200 pages of fax per month. $40. And Time Warner was actually charging $200 per month for 2,000 pages. So that was, I'm like, oh, that's very, very expensive, right? I want to help people out. And while helping other people out, the businesses, I want you and me to make money as well. So that was my point, when we built something called eFaxmachine. Okay, eFaxmachine is entirely on the cloud. There is no hardware to install. Everything is pretty much on the computer. You log in. You can even buy a phone number. You can use an existing phone number, or you can do whatever you want. You can actually get a fax from your desktop or your mobile phone as well. Let's go and talk about its benefits, okay? Number one, you can use it from pretty much anywhere, right? You don't have to be in that office and wait for that fax. You can actually go around, do whatever you want, and when the fax comes in, you'll get an SMS notification and an email notification, and the fax is there. You can basically open it up from your phone. That's how simple it is, right? Now, number two, it works on desktop and mobile. It's dirt cheap. I'll show you that. It takes less than 5 minutes to set up. Now, a typical fax machine, it will take, so you have to go to Walmart or Best Buy or somewhere, or order it on Amazon. You gotta wait days for it to actually come to your location. You gotta figure out how to install it. Then you gotta go ahead and buy a service. The service guy you get the point, right? It takes a lot of time. With this, under 5 minutes. Even if you are drinking a coffee and eating, I don't know what pizza, it will take you 5 minutes. If you actually put your mind to it, less than 2 minutes. Guaranteed. Okay, now let me go and show you what they will get when there's a fax coming in. So you get a notification like this. You got a new fax. Simple as that. They also get an email notification just like this as well. Very simple, right? Now you're thinking, how much is it gonna cost you to run a system like this? I'm gonna be really honest with you. Okay, so we basically use something called Twilio. Twilio is like, API. Don't worry about it. It's basically like a big telecom company which gives us codes to, build products like these, okay? So Twilio will charge you $1 per month per phone number. That's $1, and it's a penny per page. Now think about it. That's like super cheap, right? So for 100 pages, it's $1. Think about how much money, how much markup you can do and make a lot of money from it, okay? Let's go ahead and move on and talk about something else here. So, right here. Now, how much money can you typically make? So here's what we do, okay? So we typically have two plans we sell it on. So typically, we usually sell it for, $1,500 upfront, one-time fee, and we basically get their card number and create a Twilio account for them. We set it up for them. They don't pay any monthly fee. We make $1,500 right there instant. That's point number one. Now, option number two is we actually charge people a yearly fee of $199 per just one user, okay? So, and here's what we give them, okay? We basically go ahead and give them, we tell them it's unlimited, but think about it. People are not going to be faxing it's not like texting, okay? So they will rarely cross 1,200 pages. So that's going to cost you $12 for the phone for the 1 year and $12 for 1,200 pages of fax per year. So you're basically spending about $24 and you make $175 profit from one sale. Keep in mind, this is from one sale. The 8,400 I showed you from, it's from something else. I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. So keep in mind, this is just from one sale, okay? Let's go ahead and move on. Now, companies with, for example, 30 to 40 agents, for example, real estate brokers, which I'll show you how to get in touch with them, how to actually, get on a conversation via email or phone, negotiate a price, because these people are actually paying roughly about $20,000 to $30,000 on fax each year to AT&T and Time Warner, and I basically slashed their price down and actually make their price $8,400 per year. Who wouldn't opt in, right? So this check you saw on the sales page was for 32 agents for 1 year. So these people are from Keller Williams. They're actually paying me $8,400 for 32 agents for 1 year. So I make a lot of profit from it, okay? Now, I want to show you how to do this. If you go ahead and decide to get on this thing, I'll hold a reseller webinar where I'll show you how you can do exactly this, okay? Now, let's move on. Now, here's the honest deal, okay? You go ahead and pay us once for this software. So once you click that add to cart button, we're not going to charge you a monthly fee. You pay us once, okay? Now, we use that money to build the software even better, because remember, I'm actually selling this software to a lot of people for a yearly fee. So it's in my benefit to actually make it better, right? So when you pay us, we're basically going to go ahead and use that money to actually make the software better. So it will help you out as well because you're in it as well. So for example, okay, so today we have an unlimited deal for $99, okay? So we're going to get about 1,000 sales for sure. There's no ifs and buts, okay? So I'm going to be making about 100K roughly minimum from this deal. So I'm going to put about 60K back into the software and actually make it better for you and me. It's actually a win-win situation, okay? Now, number 4, I'm actually going to show you how to sell it to local businesses and offline and online businesses via our reseller webinar, okay? Now, with that in mind, let's go and actually take a look at eFaxmachine in action, okay? I'm going to log in here. This is the software right here. You log in. It's pretty simple, to be honest, okay? You're going to go ahead and get a phone number from Twilio. I'll explain all of that on the tutorial. Don't worry about it. I'll explain it step by step, but once you have the phone numbers will be right here. Very simple, right? You can add a phone number. So all you have to do is go to, received or sent, and you go and click on send a new fax. You go and pick your number, put in your number right here, and choose a file and just send it out. So for example, let's go ahead and copy this number, send a fax, choose a file. Let's go and pick this out. Let's go and click on sending fax. It'll basically go and send the fax pretty much instantly. Okay, it does take a few minutes to fax machine, so it does take some time, but the fax will be sent out immediately. Now, when the fax comes in, I showed you earlier, you will get SMS notification and an email as well. Now here, we're going to be selling it to other people. So what you'll do is you'll head over to reseller accounts. You'll basically go and click on create user and basically create a user. There are some packages here. You can even add custom packages as well. You can. And you can basically go ahead and go to, let's go to reseller accounts. You can basically go ahead and give people credit. So for example, this guy has unlimited, but you get the idea. You pick a user, you click on fax credits, you go and give them a credit and hit that plus sign right here. So it will basically give them that many credits. Okay, you can even go ahead and go to assign phone numbers. So in case if you want to use your Twilio, you can buy a phone number for any city, any country in the entire world, and basically click on here, put the number here, and assign it to your user. That's pretty much it, guys. And I want you to go through the entire sales page and take a look at everything. And I want you to go ahead and click add to cart in one of those 3 options at the bottom of the page. I hope to see you inside the dashboard area and on the reseller webinar, which is going to be crazy good because I'm going to be teaching you how to find customers, how to contact them, how to even have a conversation with them via email or phone, and I'm going to show you how to negotiate a price. Actually, you can actually negotiate the entire deal over the email as well. So guess what, guys? Go ahead and take a look at the entire sales page, and I'll see you in the inside. Thank you.